for me, the goal would be for the world to get better fucking customer service.
Absolutely.
Like, bruh,
absolutely.
It's an industry. It's an established industry, customer service.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And I work customer service too. You know what I mean? I've worked customer. It sucks. It's boring.
It is.
You know, and people are always upset at you and stuff like that, even though you really don't have the power. I get all that, right?
Isn't that so crazy that you don't, most of the time, you don't even really have the power to like resolve those issues, but you take it.
And people just be like, take this, take that, you bastard. It's all your fault. And I hope your children don't hug you tonight. You know what I'm saying?
Like, bro, I'm just here so I don't get fined, bro. Like, it's not even that.
Kid. Yo, so it's like, I don't want to come at them like that, but meet me somewhere in between. And by that, I mean, act like you give a fuck. Just act like you give a little bit of a fuck. Like, I always say,
we know you don't really care, but at least act like.
So this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. I think there should be a legislation, federal, and we should be amending the Constitution for this. We should pay everybody in customer service. Everybody in customer service. We're gonna pay them all an extra $1. Pay them all an extra $1 an hour. $1 an hour, an extra, whatever you make it. You make it $30 an hour, pay them an extra, pay 31. If they're making 15, pay them 16. Whatever they're getting paid. And here's what it is. You pay them $1 an hour extra, and you tell them the stipulation of you getting hired here.
Yeah.
That extra $1, because you know what I'm saying? People say like, oh, I don't get paid to care. No. Actually, that $1 is for you to care. That's it. That's all that $1 is for. It's for you do so you get paid to care. Pay me an extra $1. You got a raise just for you to give a little bit of a fuck. So here's what's going on. Like, I'm not gonna single out who I was talking to in terms of customer service, but I'm gonna say this. And I've adopted this for myself. Everybody should not have to do what I'm doing when it comes to customer service. I have become the fucking horse whisperer of customer service agents. I've become the customer service whisperer. Like, I know all the right questions to ask, all the bro, if you're not asking follow-up questions when you talk to customer service, they are laughing at you on the other end when they hang on. Can you believe he didn't even ask me how much? I just told him it was a fee. You know, or something like that. You know, people not even. So I'm going deep with them, and I'm like, okay, wait. So you're saying this, and you're using this particular word. Now, I don't know exactly what you mean by that word. Explain to me what you mean by that word. And this is how I'm talking to customer service people, because I know they're trying to pull a fucking fast one on me. You know what I'm saying? And so you shouldn't have to
hit them with interview questions though, bro. That's good. These are shorties in high school.
But I'm trying to get something solved for my life.
Yeah, I got you.
For me. Yeah. You know what I mean? This is not like
you may be expecting a little bit too much though.
Because they're not getting paid that extra $1. So you're right. So I have to. So that puts it on me to have to be a really well-informed customer, right? To know how to do this interaction to make sure I get the answers right. This one person told me something was. This one person told me something was in review, right? And then I called back some other day later, and this other person told me that, well, your application for this thing is in, but it's not technically in review until all of the supporting documents are in. Now, that first person told me my stuff was in review.
Yeah, that's inconsistent information.
And so the thing is, if my stuff is in review, I get a longer timeline because it's in the review process. Yes. But that timeline does not occur until I'm actually in
the review process.
Yeah. Right? So I was like, they didn't tell me that. You see? And so I had to know all the, so I'm like, dog, I had to like really interrogate these bastards so I can get the right answer stuff. But that's because the first person didn't really give a fuck. So they just gave me the general, it's in review, you get this thing, right?
This is another thing you have to consider. The second person that you spoke to, right? They're seeing the notes, if there are any notes, from the first person that you spoke to.
No. No, that's bullshit.
No, hold on.
I'm calling out now.
No,
I'm
you gotta let me
calling
land.
out
No,
now.
let me land. You gotta let me land. Right? This is what I'm gonna say about this. I think what also happens is sometimes, and I think it's happened often for me, like in my experience dealing with customer service and representatives in different industries. They realize that, oh crap, the first person didn't do their due diligence.
Maybe.
So now
they pump faking. Now they on the phone pump faking with me.
So now I gotta like figure out a way to like relay this information to this guy that the first guy didn't do their job. So I was just saying that to like, you may want to think about that as well. They could be like,
so I'm thinking about that.
You know
I'm thinking about, and that's what that's what brings to my last point about this is that when they tell you, bruh, when they tell you they put, oh, we're putting it in the notes. Click, 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 click. We're gonna put. Would you say it again? How you spell that? Okay, I'm putting it in the notes for you right now. And then the next person that I get, like John Travolta.
Yeah,
I'm not seeing any notes here, sir.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's in the notes.
Yeah.
This is their firstborn.
Yeah.
It's gonna be in the notes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're like, ain't nothing here, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I gotta go. You know, like, wait a minute, how you hanging up? You know, so it's like, that's my problem with customer service. So, how I am meeting that particular challenge is I've become a fucking Sherlock Holmes of these motherfuckers in terms of the whatever it is, whether if it's the cable service, internet, or medical. You got stay on the phone with these fools. If they're not hanging up on you, you stay on the phone with them because they're gonna, you know what they're gonna do? They're gonna ask you. They're gonna ask
is that the threshold? Is that threshold?
They're gonna ask you. Is that all? Is there anything else I can help you with? Right?
They will ask you. Yep.
So I'll be like, yeah, hold on. I'm thinking it real quick. Let me think about it. Stay on the phone with it because they're not gonna hang up on you, right? Right. And even at the beginning, you can be like, oh yeah, is this call being recorded? It is. Okay, cool. Right. I get their freaking employee numbers that they have a specific number, something that they can. It's not their employee number for the company, but the ones that they can give out for their call so that they can be retrieved later on somewhere like that. So I'd be like, putting them in a little hot seat a little bit. You know what I mean? So they know that, yo, I'm finna find you and you don't want me to come back. So you say these notes gonna be in there, put them notes in there. If you say you're gonna move this paperwork along, move that paperwork along because I'm gonna call you out to this next person. I'm gonna ask to talk to the manager. I'm gonna get Karen on y'all ass. All right. I have a representative called Karen. She makes phone calls for me. It's like it's an AI deep fake, right? It calls in. Her name is Darwin. It's a white lady from Nebraska. All right. I'm gonna get my shit resolved. All right.